Just felt maybe not at my best. I remember just going with him and all the kids, whether we go to...
Hey everyone, Macy here, coming at you with some explosive drama in the Kardashian family. This tea is piping hot, and trust me, you'll want to hear every detail about what's going down between Kourtney and Kim Kardashian, so let me spill what's happening. Kourtney is actually pointing fingers at Kim, claiming she's the reason her marriage with Travis Barker might be falling apart, and hold on to your seats because this gets wild. Apparently there's some history between Kim and Travis that's causing major drama. Here's the bombshell. Kourtney's accusing Kim of having a romantic past with Travis, and get this, it supposedly happened while Travis was still with Paris Hilton. I know, right? The plot thickens because Travis allegedly cheated on Paris with Kim back in the day, and now Kourtney's worried history might repeat itself. Let's dive into this messy timeline. Remember when Kim was Paris Hilton's assistant? Well, according to Paris, Kim totally betrayed her in what people are calling a...
After doing it, I see how crazy it is and I see why people freak. But it wasn't ever really like super official. And so Lorne Michaels came in town and had lunch with me and my mom and officially asked me to do it. And
a classic Kardashian move. The tea is that the Kardashians have kind of become infamous for going after their sister's significant others. Yikes. The story goes that Travis and Paris were doing their thing, living their best life, when Kim swooped in and supposedly started a secret affair with Travis. But wait, it gets even juicier. This wasn't even the only time Travis was allegedly involved. Travis's ex-wife, Shawnna Moore, has been calling Kim out for years, claiming she caught them having an affair while she was still married to Travis. In an interview with US Weekly, Shawnna dropped this bomb: "I divorced my ex because I saw them. I caught them having an affair." She wasn't playing around with rumors, she says she saw it with her own eyes. According to the timeline, this all went down when Kim was still working as Paris's assistant. Even Travis himself has spilled some tea about this in his memoirs. He admitted to checking Kim out while she was working for Paris, even telling little Chris, as in Chris Brown, not Kris Jenner, "I don't care if she's the closet girl, she's hot." This was during a trip to Amsterdam where Kim was tagging along with Paris and Travis. Travis claims they stayed in touch after that trip, went on dinners, and everything, but swears he was a total gentleman. But here's where it gets interesting.
And then I talked to Johnny, he's like, "Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen." And I was just getting ready to text her, and then I saw the dots pop up when she was getting ready to text me. I was about to say like, "Hey, like, stoked, we..."
Travis keeps denying the cheating claims, saying they were just flirtatious and nothing ever happened. But if that's true, why is there so much drama surrounding their past, according to sources close to the situation? Travis actually got pretty serious about someone right after his Paris Hilton breakup. While they never named names, the timing lines up perfectly with when Kim was in the picture. Travis apparently got his heart broken because this mystery girl wasn't looking for anything serious, and now he supposedly can't even stand to be around her. And get this, Dandy Kane singer Aubrey O'D just dropped a major bomb by sharing an old Instagram story that read, "I was BFFs with Kim Kardashian during the 4th of July. She was hooking up with Travis Barker and we were at his house. He was really dope. Talk about receipts. But what /s really concerning is how Kim /s been treating Kourtney during her pregnancy. Like, seriously not cool. Why all know Kourtney went through so much to have this baby, IVF treatments, surgeries, the whole 9 yards. But instead of being a supportive sister, Kim /s been stirring up drama here. /s the tea when Kourtney came back from the hospital after having surgery to protect her and her baby. /s life, Kim didn't /t show up with flowers or support. Instead she started drama.
Gone back and watched.
Right. I really see you come to life, like you find your voice and you find your footing like after a few years. And even the sound of your voice changes.
I know. That's the biggest mystery to me and my sisters. We are blown away.
She actually had the nerve to bring up Kourtney's kids, saying they come to her with problems like, who does that to their pregnant sister? And don't even get me started on what happened at Kourtney's wedding. Kim was acting like a total diva, making everything about herself during Travis's son's heartfelt speech about Kourtney being like a mother to him. Kim actually tried to shut him down. The secondhand embarrassment is real, y'all. Kourtney finally confronted Kim about all this, saying, "You hate us, you're a different person." But Kim's response was total dismissal. She just brushed it off like it was nothing. Kourtney even called her out, saying, "You cannot stand someone else being the center of attention. You came to my wedding, you couldn't be happy, you complained from the second you got there till the second you left." But the ultimate shade.
to make it happen. So when I was 9 years old, the show The Real World came out. I remember me and my best friend Allison were sitting and it debuted. And I looked at her and I go, this is what I want to do. I want to be on a reality show.
Really?
And I was like, when we're 18, can we make an audition tape and send it in?
Kim actually copied Kourtney/S wedding concept for a campaign, like straight up copied it when Kourtney called her out on it, saying it was about the deeper issue of hurting your sister. Kim just denied everything and accused Kourtney of being jealous. So check this out: when Kourtney had to rush to the hospital for emergency surgery, guess what Mama Kris did? Instead of being there as an actual mother, she showed up with a whole camera crew. Like, seriously, your daughter/S having a medical emergency and your first thought is this would make great TV, but here/S where it gets good. Kourtney wasn't having any of it. She straight up confronted her mom and shut that whole situation down. And honestly, fans are living for this new, more assertive Kourtney, who is finally standing up to her family's fame-hungry ways. Wants to know something even spicier? Remember when Kourtney first got pregnant? Well, guess how Kris found out about it? Through the internet, just like the rest of us. Can you imagine being Kris Jenner and finding out your daughter's pregnancy on social media? But according to insiders, this wasn't just Kourtney forgetting to call her mom, it was totally intentional.
Felt maybe not at my best. I remember just going with him and all the kids, whether we go to church or to an art museum or we went to the Happiness Museum one time.
And he loves that shit with you, like he loves Disney.
Sources close to the family are spilling that Kourtney's been keeping a lot of things from Kris lately. She's basically done with her mom trying to turn every private moment into a business opportunity, and honestly, the fans are here for it. People are starting to question how long Kris can keep micromanaging her kids' lives and profiting off their personal moments. Meanwhile, Kim seems to be taking pages right out of Kris's playbook, always looking for ways to steal the spotlight from her sister. The whole situation is just toxic energy, which is the last thing Kourtney needs right now with a new baby. But here's the silver lining in all this drama: Travis Barker has been standing firmly by Kourtney's side through everything. When she needed to distance herself from her family, he supported her. When Kim tried to start drama about Kourtney's kids, Travis had her back. This whole situation is really showing who's truly there for Kourtney and who's just there for the cameras, and it looks like some family members, Kim and Kris, might need to do some serious soul searching. The real question is how long this family dynamic can last.
Much better I feel when I'm not on it as much. And I do think it's important, for work or, there's moments when I think it makes sense, but I try to almost give myself limits, like, okay.
With Kourtney setting these new boundaries and finally prioritizing her peace over family drama, Asimething/S got Togiv. Will Kim and Kris finally realize they need to change their ways? Or is this the beginning of an even bigger family divide? E-industry insiders are spilling major tea about how this whole situation is affecting the family/S business empire. You remember how the Kardashians always showed up to events together? Apparently that/S all changing. Kourtney/S been turning down joint appearances, and it/S causing some serious tension with their brand deals. What/S really interesting is how the power dynamic is shifting 4 years. Kim and Kris have basically controlled the family/S narrative, right? But now Kourtney/S out here doing her own thing with Lemmy, her wellness brand, and she/S not letting them have any say in it. Sources say this is driving Kris absolutely crazy because she can/T get her usual 10% momager cut. The family/S PR team is apparently in complete chaos trying to handle all this. They reused to coordinating stories and controlling narratives, but Kourtney knew I don't/T care what anyone thinks. Attitude is throwing a wrench in their usual playbook. She/S even started doing interviews without running them by the family first, and get this, Travis/S influence on Kourtney ISN/T just about their relationship.
Right, but then after so many, after I was tested so many times, right, and then especially after the crash, people were like, yo, they want you to do Oprah, they want you to do Larry King. I was in no state to talk to nobody. I couldn't even.
He's apparently been encouraging her to break free from the family's grip on her career too. He's introduced her to his own business contacts, and word is she's planning some major moves that have nothing to do with the Kardashian brand. The really juicy part, some of the family's longtime business partners are starting to side with Kourtney. They're seeing her as the more authentic option, especially since she's been more selective about her endorsements and actually seems to care about the products she promotes. Now let me spill even more tea about what's happening with these family business deals and partnerships. You won't believe what inside sources are revealing about how deep this rift really goes. The whole Kardashian empire has always been built on this idea of family unity, right? But behind the scenes, it's total chaos. Kourtney's new approach isn't just affecting family dynamics, it's hitting them where it really hurts, their bottom line. Several major brands that usually work with multiple Kardashian sisters are now being forced to choose sides, and surprisingly many are leaning toward Team Kourtney. The reason is authenticity, while Kim and Kris are still pushing this perfectly curated image. Kourtney's being real about her struggles, her boundaries, and her values. She's not afraid to show the messy parts of life, and brands are eating it up, plus her wellness-focused rebrand.
Back.
Yeah, so I went to the restroom, everything was fine, and I come back and I see Scott being dragged out of the club by security guys, and he's screaming at people with pointing his finger, and I had no idea what happened, so instantly I was like...
With Push and Lamey is actually resonating with people who are tired of the typical Kardashian excess. Sources close to the family's business dealings say there's massive tension over contracts and appearances. Apparently, Kris has been trying to bundle deals, get brands to hire multiple sisters together, but Kourtney's not playing ball anymore. She started negotiating her own contract separately, and get this, she's actually making more money this way. The Family/S TV show is another major point of contention. Kourtney's been setting strict boundaries about what she'll film and what she won't, especially regarding her pregnancy and new baby. This has thrown production into complete chaos because they're used to having unlimited access to everyone's lives. But here's the kicker. Ratings actually go up whenever Kourtney does appear.
I start, getting a house in the middle of nowhere, literally in the woods.
Yeah.
Like a tiny cottage.
Yeah, you can.
And, Sleeping Beauty.
Where are we?
Totally.
Right.
I need it. And every time I travel,
Which is making the producers side with her more and more. Travis's influence in all this can't be understated. He's introduced Kourtney to a whole new world of business opportunities outside the typical reality TV sphere. They're working on joint ventures in the music industry, and there are whispers about a potential lifestyle brand that would directly compete with Kim's various product lines. What's really fascinating is how this is affecting the younger sisters. Kendall and Kylie have been watching Kourtney/S rebellion closely, and sources say they retaking notes they be seen how she/S managed to break free from the family/S controlling dynamic while still maintaining her success, and they apparently starting to question their own business relationships with Kris. The timing of all this couldn't be worse for the family brand, with Kim schemes facing increased competition and Kylie Cosmetics sales reportedly dropping. They really needed to present a united front. Instead, they re-dealing with what might be their biggest crisis yet, the breakdown of the very thing that made them famous, their family bond. The ripple effects of this family drama are spreading way beyond just the Kardashian inner circle. A-list celebrities who've long been family friends are starting to take sides. Even Hollywood power players who've worked with the family for years.
All the things I'm saying about her behind her back, the tension rises all over again, and then you have to wait more months for the audience to see it and get everyone else's opinions. So it is a cycle. I think I like to look at it as therapy.
Distancing themselves, not wanting to get caught in the crossfire, social media has become a whole battlefield of its own. Every time Kim posts something, fans flood the comments with Team Kourtney messages. The tide of public opinion has definitely shifted, with many people praising Kourtney for finally breaking free from what they see as a toxic family dynamic. Even Travis's ex, Shannon Myler, who's usually pretty critical of Kourtney, has come out supporting her stance on family boundaries. What's really interesting is how this is affecting their other business ventures. Remember those family Christmas cards and holiday specials they used to do? Well, sources say Kourtney is planning her own holiday content with Travis and their blended family. It's like she's creating her own brand of family content that feels more authentic and less produced than the typical Kardashian fare. The real question everyone is asking is, will this finally force Kim and Kris to change their ways? The old playbook of manufacturing drama for ratings clearly isn't working anymore.
10 years
So it's like, it does make it really easy. Like we just all know each other and each other's intentions, and I think it makes it easy.
Do you have a favorite tattoo of this?
The Kourtney, of course.
Kourtney is the best.
He also views viewers as more interested in Kourtney's authentic journey than Kim's carefully curated content. It's like watching the end of an era in real time. Looking ahead, industry experts predict this could lead to a complete overhaul of the Kardashian brand. The days of Kris controlling every narrative and Kim being the family's central figure might be coming to an end. Kourtney's proving there's another way to handle fame, one that doesn't require sacrificing your peace of mind for publicity. This might be the biggest test the Kardashian empire has ever faced. Can they adapt to this new reality where authenticity trumps manipulation, or will they keep pushing the same old narrative until they become irrelevant? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure, Kourtney's not backing down anytime soon, and that's all the tea for today, fam. If you've been loving these deep dives into celebrity drama, make sure to smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Leave a comment below telling me whose side you're on in this family feud. Until next time, stay fabulous and keep it real. Peace out.